Buying a condo the worst decision that you as a first-time homebuyer could possibly make? Should you go out and spend the extra money to buy a single-family house instead? Let's talk about it. Hey there, welcome to Prairie Real Estate. My name is Matthew Pfeifer, real estate agent in Regina, and that is my trusted assistant Matilda. Being a first-time homebuyer is pretty stressful. I want to make it a little bit easier for you in this video by explaining the differences between a single-family home and a condo and help you decide which one's better. I say condo, you say strata, tomato, tomato. For the purpose of this video, I'll continue to say condo. When you think of a condo, most people think of those glass shoeboxes in the sky, but actually, condominium denotes a type of ownership, not a type of property. So you can have standalone houses that are condominiumized. You can have townhouses, duplexes, and yes, of course, those apartments. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be pairing a standalone single-family detached home with an apartment-style condo. Cool? Let's get into it.
I think your position exists to provide those people with freedom. Oh, freedom!
One of the biggest advantages of buying a house is that you can do just about anything that your heart desires. I was in a house the other day, their kitchen was Barney purple. That was terrible. Please don't do that. And typically houses are going to be bigger than condos. That's by design. Condos are designed for efficient living. Having a backyard is awesome. Personally, I can't think anything much better than after a long day, sitting back on the deck, having a cold beer, or you're sitting around the fire pit with friends and family, enjoying a nice evening together. You can probably guess which type of property I prefer. And Matilda's gonna be siding for houses on this one because yes, when you have a house, you can have any type of pet, any number, any size, it doesn't matter. Another big pro about single family homes is privacy and quietness. Because you're not sharing common walls beside, above, below, or potentially all of the above, generally houses are going to be quieter. And then you've got side yards, backyards, front yards. So you're typically going to be further away from your neighbors, meaning you're going to have more privacy as well. Unless, of course, you're in those super dense, brand new neighborhoods where you stand on your back deck and you can see like 30 other houses. Those are terrible. There's a reason I moved out of a new neighborhood into an older neighborhood. Now let's talk about all the great benefits of buying a condo. And yes, there are many. Most of it revolves around the efficiency that condos bring. They're typically going to be lower per square foot in their cost. You're going to have lower insurance costs and typically lower utility costs. And yes, I know you've got those dreaded condo fees. Often in the condo fees, you've got some utilities included because the efficiency of the condo typically is utilities cost less to begin with. Another big advantage of buying a condo is the simplicity of owning a condo. If you want to go away on a trip, don't worry about it. You lock the door, walk away. All the exterior maintenance, it's all taken care of as part of your condo fees. If you're in Regina, I'd be really happy to be your buyer's agent. But don't worry, if you're somewhere else in Canada looking to buy a house, I've got a great network of agents across the entire country. If you book me for that buyer's consultation, I'm going to learn about what's important to you in a buyer's agent and what you're looking for in a property, and then I'll get you set up with the best agent in your market. There's a link to my calendar in the description below. Condos are also often centered around transit, amenities, services, shops. Everything might be within walking distance and you potentially don't even need a car at all. Speaking of amenities, many condos often include things like a gym, a pool, sometimes movie theaters, often you'll have underground parking, all included as part of your condo fees. Now we're going to talk about all the native things of buying a single family home. And the first one is going to be the cost. Obviously, the upfront purchase price is almost always more. That also means you're going to have a larger down payment, and typically your closing costs are higher as well. And the costs, they just keep coming when you own a house. It just costs more to maintain a house than a condo. Even if you include the condo fees, you're going to have higher repair bills, renovation bills, your taxes are higher, utilities are going to be higher, your insurance is all going to be higher. There's also a cost to watch this video. You got to sit through another one of my terrible bad dad jokes. Why did the egg have a day off? Because it was Friday. You have a terrible joke I can use in the future? Put it in the comments below. And houses have more upkeep as well. You're gonna have to shovel all the snow and cut all the grass. Two things I actually really enjoy doing. Yeah, so you can probably see what type of property I prefer, but don't let my personal bias influence you, unless it influences you to give me a call to be your buyer's agent. Now we'll talk about all the bad things about buying and owning a condo. And the first one that comes to mind for me is gonna be the lack of privacy and noise. You're potentially sharing all your walls, your ceiling, and your floor with your neighbors. You're gonna have some noise coming through those walls. And yes, we gotta talk about it, condo fees. But seriously, hear me out for a second here because there are some benefits to condos. One of them being a forced savings plan for repairs and maintenance coming down the line. How many times you heard people say, oh no, my furnace quit and I don't have $5,000 to fix it. In a condo, they're gonna have that money set aside. But they're also a monthly cost that you don't control, and you may not own the property long enough to realize the benefits of. Another big negative for condo fees is actually when you go to purchase the property, because condo fees are counted in that pre-qualification. Essentially, for every $100 in condo fees, it reduces how much you can spend by about $20,000. So if you have $500 in condo fees, it's going to reduce your maximum mortgage by about $100,000. Oh yeah, and don't forget about condo boards. Those can be a nightmare for people. If you own a condo, at least try to be involved in the condo meetings somehow so you have an idea what's going on. The last big negative about owning a condo is that lack of freedom to do the renovations that you want to do. You essentially own the paint in and the flooring up when you buy a condo. So if you want to do a full renovation on the house, you may not be allowed to do that, or at the very least, you're probably going to need some sort of condo board approval to do those renovations. Yeah, those guys again. And you're not going to be adding on a garage or an addition to give you more space. So as a first-time home buyer, what is the better choice? A single-family home or a condo? Well, I think it comes down to what type of lifestyle are you looking for? Do you want to take advantage of the lower cost, simple lifestyle, close to transit and amenities that a condo offers, where things are just taken care of? You don't have to worry about all the exterior maintenance and repairs. Condos are great for that. On the other side, if you want the freedom where you can do an addition, the renovation, you enjoy doing yard work, removing snow, all that stuff that I like to do, well, single family homes are fantastic for that. And don't forget, you can have a Matilda too. But what if you could take a condo and a single family home and smash them together? Would that be the perfect property for a first-time home buyer? They call it the townhouse, and it could be the perfect property for a first-time home buyer. If you want me to do an explainer on that, let me know in the comments below, but make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you love learning about Canadian real estate and buying a house in Canada.